Hi out there in LDA land, your favorite friend, Agent K here, to show you how I stay organized for my trip. So, in my braid spray tutorial, I announced that I am going on 2 cruises at the end of this month, starting on Saturday. And I had to find a way to stay organized. So I'm taking 2 suitcases. I'm taking the really big suitcase and then I'm taking the small suitcase. Presently, I have room in the big suitcase to put other stuff in, but I think I'm going to leave that pretty empty just in case I get some souvenirs. The smaller suitcase is there for me to do quick changes without going in and out the big suitcase. Now, the reason why I have a lot of room in the big suitcase, because guess what? Packing cubes actually work for me. Oh my God. So I basically got my whole wardrobe for the whole time that I'm there, minus 2 outfits that I have out for me to change into in the big suitcase. That is amazing. But I wanted to show you my cruise folder. So this is my cruise folder. In this folder has a copy of receipts and everything. Now, why in this day and age will I have a cruise folder? Because I have found out the hard way that sometimes you don't get signal in the terminal. So as long as I have this cruise folder, I'm good. So in my cruise folder, and the reason why it's big is because I got a lot of information. In my cruise folder, as you can see, I have my luggage tags already ready for me and extras on this side for the cruise. I have all my confirmations. I have copies of the cruise tags just in case my suitcases get lost. I have extra cruise tags if I have to do 3. Now, these first 3 cruise tags that we have here is for cruise number 2. These are for cruise number 1. I'm flying into Miami, but I don't put my cruise tags on my suitcases until it's time to go on a cruise. That is a lesson that I learned from a friend of mine who did cruising. She put all the tags on her suitcase, and she wasn't leaving for the cruise until the next day. Somebody had taken her suitcase and put it on the bus to take it to the cruise terminal, and she didn't know it. So she had to call the cruise terminal to let them know that they have extra suitcases, and it was just a headache. So if you don't want to get in that headache, just print out your cruise tags, have them prepared for you to go on. So these cruise tags here is for cruise number 2. That's for Thanksgiving Hangover. And then I always carry the guest ticket booklet, and I got it for both cruises. Then I have my receipt for my cruise insurance, and then the booklet for the cruise insurance. And these are my copies of my luggage tags for both cruises. So I have them. I have Oasis and Freedom right here. And the reason why I have it in the back is just in case my suitcases do get lost. So that's one side of my cruise folder. On the other side of my cruise folder, as you can see, I still have my luggage tags here, so I'm going to take those out for now. This is my reservation for pickup on Saturday. So I found an airport shuttle that is cheaper for me to use, which is shared, which is cheaper for me to use than taking Uber. Uber wanted $80. If I had pre-arranged it, it wanted $175. But this was only $50. Then I have, and this is just a reminder of how much I can spend on food and Ubers. But then I have my confirmation for my airport. So I split up my itinerary for both cruises. So this first one is just for the Oasis. So this is my hotel confirmation. I also have the information for, the information for the cruise and any excursions or any extra stuff that I purchased. And this is the same with cruise number 2. So there's my hotel information, all my cruise information, confirmations, etc. These are my receipts for the excursions that I purchased. So just to give you an idea of the excursions that I purchased, which I'm going to tell you most of it is last minute. So for, what ship is this? Okay, so for the Oasis, I purchased the Sol and Mar all-inclusive beach escape, which is on Honduras. In Cozumel, I did the Chenanab day pass with lunch and drinks. I have the 3-night dining package. So altogether with those three, it was $271.32. I did not purchase the alcohol package because the alcohol package was close to $600, and I paid $600 for 11 days. Actually, I paid $600 for 11 days, not 7. So that was not worth it for me. So I will be paying out of pocket for any alcohol that I drink. And for Freedom, I purchased, it's a little more expensive, and I'll tell you why. I purchased the alcohol package, which was $368 for the 4 days. And then I also purchased 2 excursions. I'm gonna pull it up for you right now. Yeah, I purchased 2 excursions and the internet. So, and that was another $368. So for the 4-day total, I spent like $700 in extras. In the 7-day, I spent $271 in extras. Now, you're probably wondering why I spent so little on the 7-day. Gotta think about it this way. The prices for everything for that 7-day was crazy, number one. Number two, when I booked my excursions and everything, all the good stuff was taken. So I was just like bummed out. And then a lot of it wasn't even worth it. I mean, the drink package was $600 and something. The unlimited dining was expensive. And I'm really doing all this on a very tight budget. And I normally not like that, but I am. So for Freedom of the Seas, I did the alcohol package, which was $396. And then I purchased the Blue Lagoon Island adult only beach day. Adult only. So when I saw that, I didn't see that earlier. This was the first time I saw it. I was like, okay, I'm purchasing it. Then I actually did get the internet package on this trip. On the Oasis, the internet package was close to $400 for the 7 days. And I was like, come on now. You got to cut it's just a break here. I don't know if the price is lower because Freedom has that Starlink on there. But for the 4 days, for Voom Surf and Stream internet package, it was $87.98. That's a big difference. It could be because it's a shorter cruise or what have you. Sorry, I forgot my light. It could have been because it's a shorter cruise. It could be because of Starlink. Either way, it was much more economical to do it here. And then I bought the Cocoa Beach full day pass, which was $146. So in total, I spent like close to $800 on a 4-day cruise and close to $300 on a 7-day cruise in extras. Now I would have gone more on extras on the 7-day, but with the prices as high as they were and as being a holiday week, I was like, forget it. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. So for the cruise, I usually talk to friends when I'm away. So I'm going to wait until I get on shore because I talked to Verizon, which is my cell phone carrier. I get a travel bank where I can upload everything once I'm on land, not on the cruise because the cruise has their own like tower system, and that's why they make you pay for internet. So once I'm on shore, I will be able to send things, talk to people, and stuff like that. So I will be doing that versus messing around with it on the ship. I hope to be so busy that I'm not even looking at my phone. That's usually what would be passionate and why I would go on a cruise. But these days, because the cruises are depending so much on cell phone, you have to do everything through the cell phone. So if you didn't purchase the package, they give you very, very basic internet service, meaning you can only talk to Royal Caribbean unless you pay $1.95 per person per day for their messaging system if you want to talk to other people on the ship. So you're going to have to wait until you're on land to make phone calls and stuff like that, which is fine with me. So that is the trips. So just to go over where I'm going. The 7-day is going to Honduras, Coco Cay, and Costa Maya and Cozumel. The 4-day is going to Nassau and Coco Cay. So I'm hitting Coco Cay twice. Now what I'm doing an experiment to see which one is more fun. Doing Coco Cay, not purchasing anything, which will be the first time I hit the island, Coco Cay. A lot of the things, because of the holiday in the day, was very expensive for Coco Cay, so I chose not to do that. So I'm going to do all the free stuff, all the free fun stuff on Coco Cay. That I can. And then on the second time, on the 4-day cruise, I'm going to explore the Coco Cay Beach Club. I bought a day pass. It was $140 versus $160 was the $169 was the lowest that I saw for the day pass to their beach club at Coco Cay on the 7-day. Like I said, it depends on when you go and what's the sailing. Now, I have a feeling if it was Oasis, not on a holiday, going to Coco Cay or any of these places, the excursions might not have been as expensive. But being that it's a holiday cruise, it's, and all the cruise lines do it. They make they jump the price a little bit. But I can't complain because I got both of these cruises for less than $2,000. So the 7-day, I think I paid $1,700. No, I'm lying. $1,400 for less than $1,500. And the 4-day, I paid less than $1,000 for. So altogether, you can say it was close to $3,000. But it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. And with the extras, that was another maybe $1,000. Now, I've heard people ask me, why do Royal Caribbean when you can do the same thing with Norwegian? Problem with Norwegian is that if the price goes down, which it never does, you stop paying that big bill. Now, the last time I rode Norwegian on a 7-day by myself, the cruise itself was close to $4,000, and that's with all. And I didn't mind paying the $4,000 And I'll tell you why, because it had all the extras. So now the extras is limited. So if you get specialty dining, you can only go to 2 restaurants. If you get the drink, their ultimate drink package as part of the cruise rate, you're only allowed to a certain amount per a certain dollar amount per drink, and all of it is just to upscale you to the next package, and then the gratuity on top of that. And that's the one thing that got me with the drink package for the 7 day for my cruise, is that the price per person per day was low, but once you add that gratuity on, it was out of reach for me on this trip. So with me doing these 2 cruises, I'm getting double points because I'm going by myself. So the 7 day is actually 14 points, and the 4 day is 8 points. So that's an additional 22. And when added to what I have already, by the end of these 2 cruises, I'll have 44 points, and I'll jump to the next category in Royal Caribbean, which I don't even remember off the top of my head. But it's very interesting, you know. I have 2 more cruises planned with Royal Caribbean. I have one in June of next year, and then I have one in January the following year. And both are great prices because I booked early. And the one in June, I actually got a price reduction, and it dropped by $1,000. So it's really cool. I have presently the best price for that cruise. The one in January, the price has not dropped on that. I'm in an ocean view cabin, praying that it's not a porthole, that is just a big window. Everything else I do is balconies. The only reason I'm in ocean view is because the balcony costs about close to $6,000. And you're wondering why. $6,000 is a suite. Why? It's a smaller ship, smaller number of balconies, high demand. That's all that is. So I took an ocean view, which was floating around $2,000. It was like, yeah, floating around. No, I'm lying. Floating around $2,400 to $2,500, which is still cheaper. Those cruises are going to places. Some of the places I'm going to, I've been before. Some places I haven't. So I'm very excited about those cruises. So as you can hear, London's gone, but not forgotten. The only reason London's gone is because I started a new position at my job, and I can't be out for 20 days out of 30. I can be out 9, I can be out 11, I can be out 2 weeks, but you're talking about 20 days. It was 11 days to get there, and then I wanted to spend some time over there, and then I had to fly back, and it got more expensive than it was worth. And then the time commitment, I couldn't go to my boss and say, I need 20 days off. She'll look at me like I'm crazy. So London's not forgotten, but it's on the itinerary of just doing a land-based vacation. And with AEW doing a show in London, I might be going soon, depending on when and where the show is. Anyways, thank you for looking at how I get organized, how I'm working everything, and I cannot wait to get on the cruise and show you the ship. I will probably not be posting as much as I did the last cruise for the main reason, no internet service, except when I'm on land. And then I got to remember to post while I'm on land. This is going to be a clusterfuck. I'm just letting you know. And I did buy a small little camera to background shots, so it's not just you looking at me. So this is going to be an interesting ride. But thank you anyway for coming and joining me. Please, if you like what I have said or presented, please like and subscribe. And I ask you to have a blessed day. Get vaccinated if you can, and be safe out there. Thank you. Bye bye now.